Hi, I'm Mike DeSimone.
And I'm Jeff Jensen, and together, we're the World Wine Guys. Welcome to our show, World Wine Guys, What We're Drinking.
Well, again, thank you everybody for watching every
Thanks,
week. Thank
really.
you for the likes, the comments, the shares. We really appreciate it. You know, we also appreciate all the pictures that everyone sends us.
Yeah, thanks. Of the
And
wines you're drinking.
the
Thank you
wines
so
you're
much.
drinking. Yeah, thank you for watching and for paying attention. You know, a lot of weeks we skip around a lot. We go to different countries and
Yes.
different places. And this week we're actually sticking in Spain, and we're actually sticking with one grape.
One grape.
Tempranillo.
Yep, Tempranillo is probably the most widely planted Spanish grape.
Yes,
and
it is.
It's planted in Ribera, Rioja, Priorat, all over.
Just about every region.
Just about every region in Spain, but Tempranillo comes from the Spanish word temprano, which means to ripen early. So today we're going to show you 3 different Tempranillo grapes, and the first one is called Dominio de la Abadesa Reserva. And
That's
this
a
is,
mouthful.
yes,
And Dominio means, it's like domain, you know, the French
Domain,
call
yeah.
the winery domain, and an abadesa is actually an abbey.
right. So this is 100% Tempranillo from Ribera del Duero. And remember, when we have altitude in where the grapes are grown, we get a little bit more freshness. So everyone knows Spain can be hot, but when you have some altitude, you get some nice, crisp, cool nights. So this is a wine that's very ripe, but also great acidity and very crisp.
Yeah, and we'll taste it and then we'll talk
So
about
let's
it.
let's taste it again.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And cheers,
Cheers
to
to
all of
you. First of all, that's a mouthful of delicious wine.
It is. It's got a real elegance to
Yeah.
it. You know, this is aged in oak for 24 months. It's a
I'm getting-
Reserva.
I'm getting a little like blackberry, dark plum, like even some vanilla spices, you know, probably from the barrel.
Yeah, I think I feel like there's some chocolate on the finish as well, and it's got a real elegance to it. I mean, you know, sometimes you think about, oh, 2 years in oak, it can be very powerful, but then as a Reserva, they need to actually age it in bottle for a couple more years before they release it, which softens the tannins a little bit. So this has power, but a real elegance. And like Jeff said, it's high altitude. Ribera del Duero is a little bit north of Madrid, maybe about an hour and a half, I would say. And it's
Easy car ride from Madrid.
Exactly.
When we can all travel again.
And it's a high mountain plain. So you've just got this gradual elevation, and then it's just this big, this big plain, and it's got the Duero River running through the center of it, Ribera del Duero. But again, the Dominio de la Abadesa Reserva is a really nice wine, and this is available at mediumplus.com, and it is $40.
Great wine.
All right, so now we're going to move a little bit to the northeast in Spain, just up a little bit, and this is Bodegas La Rioja Reserva. It's a Reserva again.
Yep.
So let's
Cheers.
taste, and talk. The 3 T's.
Really? He can keep talking, or I'll keep talking while he's tasting, and then I'm gonna just drink. That's a D.
Wow.
That's a really pretty wine too.
Again, it's got that, it's bold, but again, it's elegant. You've got like the dark berries and black cherry and some spice on that. Also, you know, this is again also a Reserva, right? So, and I think this is aged a little bit less. It might not be the full 2 years.
No, this is about 18 months in oak, and this one is from Rioja, as we said, and it's like it's not 100% Tempranillo. In fact, it's 92% Tempranillo, 8% Mazuelo.
Right, Mazuelo is a grape, we've talked about it before. It's one of the blending grapes of Rioja, but its other name is in Spain is Cariñena, and in France it's called Carignan. So, although it is actually native to Spain.
It is native. So the nice thing about this wine is that it's full-bodied, but still very drinkable, nice minerality. And this is a wine that you can get from pjwine.com in New York City. It's about $16 a bottle, so it's a great value.
Yeah. All right, and now we are going to move back to Ribera del Duero, and this is Materramera Ribera del Duero Crianza. So this will be aged less
Right.
than the Reserva.
Well, let's taste
All
it.
right, let's.
Cheers.
Yep.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Thanks again for watching. We really appreciate it. That's another nice wine. You know, these are really, really wonderful wines. Crianzas are aged a little bit less in oak,
This one has 14 months in
Right.
oak.
so a little bit less than some of the other Reservas, for example, and a little bit less time in the barrel. So this one is a lot of fruit.
Yeah, there's a really nice balance of fruit, but also some of the wood flavors. So you've got like the berry and the cherry flavors, but then you have chocolate, and there's some cinnamon and clove in that.
And I'm
as
also
well.
getting like some black teas.
Yes.
Like,
Oh
you know,
yeah, you're right.
Really
right.
like some like
Yeah.
oolong tea. This is
Yeah.
really, really pretty. So this is a great wine that I would have either with a steak or a pasta, something, you know, a little bit richer. All of these wines can stand up to food. They can all stand up to barbecue. They can stand up to amazing concentration of flavor. So
Right, even
you know,
for people who don't eat meat, again, we're big fans of mushroom risotto and mushroom
Right.
pasta as well. And any of these wines would go with that, or with meat dishes.
absolutely. So this is a wine that you can get at shoptrywine.com, and it's about $30 a bottle. So these are some of our favorite Spanish wines. We have a lot of favorites, I have to tell you. So we can do about 15 episodes.
Yeah, I think, don't worry, there'll be plenty of Spanish wine coming down
some of
the
our
road
favorites.
as well. But again, thank you all so much for watching. I'm Mike DeSimone.
I'm Jeff Jensen, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers.